I am live.
Oh wait, am I?
Yeah, I'm live. Welcome, ADHD Big Brother. I'm live. This is me being live right now. And if you show up, you know what? Let me do this. Oh, I think it can be right there. I'm going to put something in the chat. Guys, could you just hold on a minute? I'm going to put something in the chat. I want to say something. Bring me your accountability questions. That's like if anybody even shows up, you know what I mean? Bring me your accountability questions. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. That is so stupid. The reason why I wanted to do this live, first of all, I'm challenging myself to do these things. So, and I said in the ADHD Big Brother daily accountability, I said I was going to do a live at 1 p.m. And here we are. It is 1 p.m. and I am doing a live. So I don't know how people normally do this. If you go live and you wait 30 minutes for people to start showing up, I don't really want to do that. I just kind of want to get going and talking about accountability. So, and if you're here, say hi in the chat thingamabob, and and if you have accountability questions, just let me know. But in the meantime, I just kind of want to ramble about it. It's been a hot topic for me, especially in talking to my one-on-one people and the group people, and also as well in our community. We run daily accountability in there, and I start by like, well, what is accountability? I Googled it too. I was like, well, what is accountability? It's the act of being accountable. That gives us no information. It's basically being responsible, right? Doing the thing that we said we were going to do. That is a very difficult thing for people with ADHD. Our intentions are so pure, they're so good, and we believe in our hearts that we want to do things, and then we find ourselves not doing them. And then that creates that spiral that I'm sure we're all very much aware of. I'm a big loser, piece of shit. I can't do anything. I'm lazy, not good enough, blah, blah, blah. All the garbage talk. So I've been philosophizing a lot about this with myself. And I wanted to kind of like share my brain with you and go through the process for me of the art of doing a thing and being accountable for an adult with ADHD. So the original idea of doing a thing, if we go all the way back to the inception of an idea of and which would be like working out. Let's just say it's doing a 15-minute workout. The idea is not Sarah Lee 358. This is going to sidetrack me. Hi, I think it's best if you schedule lives ahead of time and then people know to show up or they pop in. Oh, good call. I'm excited to be here. My ADHD caused me to forget about ADHD. So I'm back. Hey, right on. Welcome back. Skull Spaghetti Virtuoso. Oh, Stephanie's here. Well, Stephanie, you can tell people all about it, all about what makes people supremely accountable. Stephanie is a member of our community. She has done the thing that she said she was going to do 400 days in a row, more than 400. So that's big time. Okay, so the idea of a thing, right? I'm gonna work out for 30 minutes. That's an idea. We probably aren't going to do it because it's an idea, and then we go and we hang out and we forget. So it leaves our brain. We forget our intentions were good, but it's gone. And shooting on yourself. Yes, shooting on yourself. I should do this, right? I hear that a lot because it's a play on the term shitting on yourself, right? So the second step of all this is I'm going to do it, and I'm going to plan on it. I'm going to say I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow at noon. Well, it's still just an idea. It's still just floating aware. Right now there's no accountability. We are asking our brain to hold us accountable, and our brain is a big asshole and it's not going to do it. ADHD brains don't show up for the job. They don't. So the next step would be to externalize, right? We externalize, we put things in a calendar, we make plans, but we have to remember to do all this stuff. So this is when we now start to think, oh, maybe I need help. Maybe I need to incorporate another human being into the mix to help me to be accountable. And this is where I started to go off the rails. I got into a big philosophical conversation with somebody about, okay, so if you and I we're in our community, we're remote, right? We're all from different parts of the world. We say to each other, I'm going to do this thing. We declare it to somebody else. That makes it more likely to happen. It does not guarantee it's going to happen. And a lot of times it doesn't happen, but we're closer now. We've declared it to somebody else. So somebody else might be watching or might be listening. We can even go farther now to be like, okay, so now I've declared it to somebody else. What if that person was somebody that you paid to go to like a trainer, right? I'm going to pay a person for an appointment time to do the thing. Now we're more likely. Our brain is still going to, maybe our brain will make us forget. Maybe there are reasons why we might not do it, but now we've just raised the bar even more. We're way more likely to do the thing that we said we were going to do. And then I was taking this even farther to be like, okay, so now imagine if that person lived with you, like your spouse, and your spouse was doing that thing with you. Now you've got another person in your sphere that is there all the time, and you're holding each other accountable. That makes it so much more likely to happen, to the point where it's like you can keep going and going and going, to the point where if the person was poking you on the shoulder all day, hey, it's time to work out. It's time to work out. It's like hiring an assistant, right? To poke you and say, you're going to do it now, and I'm here, so you can't get out of it. So let's go, and I'm going to grab the exercise gear, and it's the ultra level of making it easy to do a thing. Stephanie's saying use challenges with others and habit stacking. Yes, habit stacking, big time. I'm walking on my treadmill while watching my one episode of a show for the broadcast TV challenge. Yeah. So if we can imagine all these things of these layers of accountability, and then you ask yourself, well, what level of accountability do you need? I think one of the big struggles, and one of the struggles that I see, it's me too, like 10 years ago, where we feel like we shouldn't need help for some of this stuff. We shouldn't need accountability partners. We shouldn't need to externalize, because it's like, it's just fucking doing the dishes. It's just laundry. I know how to do these things. So sometimes it's helpful to get past the concept that you should just be able to do a thing, right? It's because it's simple and because you know how. The problem is all the neurons and the zippy zappies connecting to make it happen. And I don't know if this is dysfunctional or not, but playing to our people-pleasing nature, we don't want to let other people down. So if that's the way that we operate, then play to that. Play to that while you need it. A lot of times these things are, God, they're like, maybe you guys can relate to this. It's the idea that we need all this extra help for remedial bullshit. And we think, well, is this my life now? This is my life, that I need this high level of support for the rest of my life. And I'm going to share an example that my doctor told me about. I had that thought about blood pressure medicine. I had high blood pressure and I didn't want to take my blood pressure medicine. I was like, I hate it. I don't want to do this. And he's like, well, you're not meant to be on blood pressure medicine forever. It's a spare tire. It's meant to help you get you to the place. You're not meant to drive on a spare tire for your whole life. You're meant to help you get you to the next place. So that is how I look at things like, like that's why you would hire a coach, right? Is because they get that one-on-one accountability support. But in my world, nothing happens without accountability. With like some kind of a daily accountability or some kind of a deeper commitment. Like think about the therapy appointments that you go to, think about the ADHD coach appointments that you go to. If there's no level of accountability to them, then aren't they really just really cool appointments that give you epiphanies, that give you ideas, and then you spend 7 days back as at your normal, doing your regular stuff, forgetting everything that you learned, and then the day before your appointment is the scramble to like, oh shit, that's right, I have an appointment. Oh, I gotta try some of this stuff out real quick. Externalized accountability helps with all that stuff. So how do you get it? You get accountability. Well, we do it in our community, the ADHD Big Brother community. That's my favorite place in the world. It's, shame-free support and a place to declare your intentions. It's like an ADHD community where that's meant for the doing. It's that's why I built it. That's why I'm there. But you can get accountability from anywhere that I would say is shame-free and speaks your language. I don't subscribe to the just do it. You got to suck it up. You just got to go hard. You know how to do it. You just got to wake up and do the thing. That's not very ADHD friendly. So finding an accountability partner that is ADHD friendly, that is can help, root you on, check in with you. That's your ultimate. Hold on. I see a question or a concern. Yes, that's what I was going to say. I only do things if someone else is counting on me. Yeah, right. I haven't figured out how to make me be my priority yet. I need to play to that strength though. Yes. Yeah, I think all of us, Sarah, all of us want to be like, I'm an adult. Like when I say I do something, my word is my bond to myself. But that's not how our brains work. I have a buddy that I walk with around the Rose Bowl. I'm sure I talk about it plenty of time on the podcast, but I don't go to the Rose Bowl and walk around it when my buddy Brian doesn't show up. It's just never going to happen. He's my externalized accountability partner for that. If we are people that are like now or not now, and I'm not in the mood, but I can see myself being in the mood later, our brain tricks us. Our brain. So if it's helpful to have some sort of an other external accountability while you build up the routines, while you build up the habits, while you build up the backlog of I can do this in your brain. Like you have the data points to then say, oh, I'm going to leave the nest. I can fly. I can do this on my own. And even if we can do it on our own and we're kicking ass and we're doing it on our own, 5 months later, something's going to happen. Maybe we get depressed one day and everything goes out the window. And now we're back at square one. That's how it feels. And oh my God, now I need accountability again. Like, am I a big piece of shit because of that? And that's the thing that we all have to get over is like, when you need the help, get the help. And then when you're good, you're good. Then you can give help, that's the beautiful way to do it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to really say. I want to keep these things short and sweet. I want to just ramble about something that I'm feeling, and accountability is kind of top of mind for me at the moment. It's the missing thing in many, 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 every ADHD brain. I'll be so bold as to say that. We need that. So if there are any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to mention them now. Now, this is the weird part for me. Now I wait and see if anybody has anything to say. But if anybody has questions or comments or anything like that about what I'm saying here, feel free. You can reach out to me at russ@adhdbigbrother.com. The website also has a contact form. You can reach me there. And if I can help you, I will. Good. I'm going to catch up on your podcast. Yes, not Sarah Lee. That's awesome. I feel like I know that name. Anyway, all right. Thanks guys for showing up. And I'm going to go into my accountability community and I'm going to put a big check mark on the fact that I did the thing that I said I was going to do. I said I was going to do a live at 1 and I did one.